But perhaps Charlie's greatest impact is on the young men of this next generation, who came to view and follow Charlie as something of a digital mentor. Raised in their formative years during the COVID scamdemic, where tyranny became real for the first time in their life, these young men were forced to stay home, staring at screens alone, feeling purposeless and depressed. When people hit rock bottom, they generally turn to God. They walk into a church. But no, that wasn't an option in 2020. We had a bunch of cowards filling the pulpits of the American church. Even our pastors failed these young men. This generation has grown up hooked on screens, porn, antidepressants, and a steady stream of drag queens and transgender delusions invading and dividing their friend groups. But the church, by and large, had nothing to say to these young men. Charlie reached those young men and boldly and persuasively declared the truth on all the issues that our evangelical credentialed betters refused to do, or when they did, their statements and proclamations died the death of 1,000 qualifications. Charlie's life and martyrdom reminded all of us what we ought to have known from the beginning. Men don't follow titles. They follow courage. C.S. Lewis said, "Courage is not simply one of the virtues, but the form of every virtue at its testing point, which means at the point of highest reality." What C.S. Lewis meant is that it doesn't matter what Christian virtues you have if you're not a courageous man or woman. Because when the time comes to stand, you won't live out those virtues because you don't have courage.